All right, hello. We're back. It's Saturday night. It's good to be back after a unplanned cancellation last week. He's not feeling super well, the moving stuff, but we're back. I'm excited to be back working on a kit for a change. Got a couple lined up the panel line, I think, and then we'll be starting something new. Also giving away an MG Kyrios tonight, so that should be good. Looking forward to that. Hope everybody's been having a great weekend so far, great evening, and all of that. I'm going to jump into the chat, say hello before I get back to building, and then back to the fun stuff. Before I do, though, a couple quick things. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, do please hit that like button. It helps more people see the stream, which is a good thing. Let's get more people in here, help grow this community. Welcome anyone who's new, and welcome back to all of our regulars. And I think that's about it tonight. Website's back up, all stuff's in stock. We had a great restock yesterday, so if you haven't been on the website in a while, it's worth checking out what's there, because we're basically back to normal. Having fun in the new warehouse. Plenty of stories about that already. But let's jump in the chat. So what's up, Dylan Dull, Wolfpack, Despider Monkey, how are you? Realtime 88, Maverick Entity, Butterknuckles, Richard Alcia, Blast Me Builds, Wilmer, what's up? Lord Kronos, Matthew Mahoney, let's see, Tom Wilson, Sue Ayuko, Zero, Rob Sadler, Tom Wilson, Mark D, Lego Yoda, what's going on? Kilo Delta, Baka ZCO, Given Land, Jason S, Greg Thomas, Gojira Death, Bad Wrong Fun, Earthfake 32, Robert Salo, what's up? Donald Clark, how are you? It's a Trash Can, what's going on? Brian Campbell, Ravage, Rockers Los Angeles, John Ventura, what's going on? All right, I think that's everybody. So what's everybody up to? Hope you guys had a good week last week. Like I said, I think it was during we were unpacking stuff, and early afternoon I had noticed that I already started feeling a little bit off. So before we even left the warehouse for that day, I decided I was just gonna call it, because I was not feeling great. I think it was a good call. Getting a little bit of extra rest, but I'm good this week, and the move is essentially done. I still have like a couple things to pick up at the old place, and plenty of settling in to do in the new place. It's been fun so far. I think dealing with the new warehouse situation, a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact, trying to figure out how to maneuver things and make them function as efficiently as possible in this smaller space, where we don't have the luxury of just using space to solve problems. We're getting there. It's a little bit of a learning curve. Mecha Life, what's going on? It's finally make it to a stream. Well, welcome, MZ. Rob Rosencrantz, what's up? Lamick, thank you for the sub, Mecha Life. Let's see, of course, working on the PGXE tonight. Just Gladiator 2, right? As a final notification, the stream came in. Nice. It was my birthday last month. Well, happy belated birthday. The first time I've been building since 2 weekends in a row of sickness. Well, I'm glad you're doing a little better. Got a can of warm this week at Aldi that works perfectly for keeping warm water for decals. If you're an Aldi close, it's worth checking out. Oh, I think there is. I've never been in one. My mom swears by Aldi's, so maybe I'll have to take a step in there just for that. January was quite a long month with all the moving stuff. Today was the first thing anywhere close to what I would call a day off, but I still popped in the warehouse today to do a few things. try to resolve a few issues, and up to the old place to grab a couple things. So, but much better than getting up early to do as much as possible, like the last few weeks have been like. Lost coat panel liner, clean it with lighter fluid and pointy cotton swabs that dry the top coat of your choice. I think someone had asked a question about panel lining. It's finished building HD Vidar and Schwartzritter. Cool. What's everybody up to tonight? You guys building along with the stream? We're putting on more water slide decals for my Ferret Custom. Nice. Finished the RG Strike Frida. MG Proto Zero. That's a cool build. MG Custom paint job for Barbatos Lupus HG. Nice. What colors? Modding cards in my Pokemon binder. Nice. Well, my son's got a Pokemon like starter set. He already had a few cards, but I don't think he knew how to play the game. So it's like Pokemon Academy or something like that. Did that with him probably like a month ago now. But you do more of that with him. GBO2. HG Star build, Strike, Plasky Wing, Locks and Home. Might start working on part of a Mando build in a bit. Getting my Japanese lesson today while the stream is going. Nice. Purple, black, and gold. Cool. Cool combo. The Mononuclear Nezha and starting as MSG weapon kit. Gunblade Lance version 2. Attempted paint Libra Holy Knife for the last 1.5 months. A part set alligator. Clips waiting nice. For 2 shades red, black, and green. 6-year-old son's getting random packs. Eventually need to get a couple starter decks. Yeah, I'd never, like I had seen Pokemon cards, you know, as a kid. I had friends who had them. I didn't have any Pokemon cards as a kid. Did play Magic, though, for a little while. Not super seriously, though. The rule set for Pokemon, having just started to experience that, is a little different. It feels like it's really easy. If you get momentum first, you basically win. Like, it doesn't feel like a back and forth, at least in the couple of games, and just seeing what cards are there. It seems like it's just a race to who gets something going. But maybe somebody who's more knowledgeable in the matter can set me straight on that idea. Bandit Warside Decal 100 no great diamonds, but Delpy instead. Secret Mad got me again this week. Guess I just paid hexagonal mask and had to order a couple sets. Nice. Moving this month, getting rid of a lot. Moving sucks. I am done with moving for a while. Deliver my order, much appreciated. No problem. Thank you for your order, Derek. Yu-Gi-Oh! Banish Yell to the Shadow Realm. Never did anything Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. I feel like it was after me, or if it wasn't after me, it was just something that didn't really hit my circle of friends or anything. I think even for Pokemon, it was more of the Game Boy game was the main thing that we were all sucked into. I just need to finish my current build to work on the new one. I know how that goes. Although I could say that about a bunch of other kits I need to start. And check out the Gundam card game count this summer or the miniatures game. Miniatures sound interesting to me. So I might check that out. I'm less interested in the cards. And even with the miniatures, I'm more interested from a model perspective. I suppose if I got them, I might try to figure out how to play the game too, but I'm mostly interested in how they go together and painting them and stuff. So then you paint my artifacts. Lazy Bones on my side. I think my brothers were Lazy Bones generation. I remember them in the house, but I didn't really have them myself. I'm excited to see how they come out. Not sure age has to do with it, or just I was into a different thing. Oh, there's so many factors. New card game isn't too hard. Local beta release tournament today was a lot of fun. Oh, for the new Gundam card game. GXC is pretty cool. Nice how, so you just starting that, or have you been working on that a little bit? It's getting here. I'm sure somebody's already asked, but how are you feeling? I had influenza this week and it was no fun. I'm doing good this week. Last week I was just, I don't know what it was. I had like a weird headache going on. I've been tired in general. A lot of early days, no opportunity to sleep in. No days off. And so I don't know if I had a bug or if that just caught up with me, but either way I was not in a good way. Today, on the other hand, the first day in a long time that I didn't have my alarm on. So I could wake up when I wanted to wake up. Or more accurately, when my daughter wanted us to wake up. But it was an improvement for sure. Same here. Hey Joe, how are you? Thanks again for helping out yesterday. That was huge. Definitely flu or some way going on. A lot of people getting sniffles and cough around me. Your friend torso and legs done, and the stand working your arms down nice. You had a bug that between working and stress didn't let your body fight it right. Well, it's better. You're feeling better. Never a good time to be sick. That sign is sharp. Sounds like I had headache, body aches. Happy Sunday from the West Coast. Hey Liz, Creative Arts, how are you? Where did that just go? And bro, love the updates in new space. Love the initial stress of the move. Exciting for your team over there. No, it's definitely exciting times. The new space is working pretty well. It's a little tight, so we got a little bit of challenge as we figure out how to change how we do things to match the space. And of course, our dumpsters haven't been moved yet, so that was causing a bit of a backup. When I was dropping stuff off yesterday, you could tell that was causing Sean some trouble. So once we get the dumpsters, so we can not have anything extra in there, I think things will go a lot smoother. It's bad for Michaela, sales got butchered by Shaddix, or... What's up, Rodrigo? What's going on? So I love which Mercury grunts it's designed. So many of them are really, so many of them, and they're all really unique. A lot of the Witch Mercury designs are cool. I agree though, a lot of the grunts are pretty good. I think I got them card in the miniatures. I haven't messed with them yet. I'm interested in the miniatures, less so the cards. I think they're related to the move. The thing I'm most excited about is having all the serious lifting and moving done with. I just got a small pile of junk I gotta finish taking home from the old place, and things to gradually set up and improve at the new place. But once those are done, then we're done. I think I'm heading over tomorrow for a couple hours to work on a project for organizational stuff. But you trying to complete rent. Rent is a bummer. I might carry some across Plumex models. I think we have a few. Have had a few. I'm not sure what we got right now. Any Armored Core 30 mission kits? I have not yet. If they're anything like the other 30-minute mission stuff, though, they should be good builds, I would assume. For which Mercury kits or IBO, there's so many suits for both. I haven't done anything IBO, right? I don't think I've built anything IBO, so. But I have built a bunch of Witch Mercury kits, so I'm big on the Witch Mercury kits. I'm sure the IBO kits, or at least most of them, are good, but I haven't had a chance to experience those firsthand yet. So, guess I'll vote in favor of Witch Mercury on that one. Local board game stores closing, selling off everything from general stock to furniture and posters, memorabilia. I've spent too much money this week. I bet. See kids being labeled 30 missions so weird because they're not really all that compatible with the regular 30-minute missions. They feel more like HGAC. Oh, really? I haven't messed with any of those either. Which Mercury HG, way more than IBO HG. I mean, they are newer kits, so it's been your favorite kits to build. I mean, there's so many good ones. It's so hard to choose. I think often it's whatever one I'm working on at the moment, unless the one I'm working on is particularly frustrating. Let's see. Chance Mecha Warehouse getting more Zaku's soon. Bought a bunch from your site recently, but I've been eyeing those GTO Zaku's. If they get reprinted, we will pick some more up. Some coleslaw. Calibarn's Peak HG. I wish I had double jointed elbows. Haven't built that one yet. But if it's anything like the Ariel, it should be a solid build. I need to see a chiropractor. My back, after the last month of moving, has been a little on the tight side. Thank you for the sub, Chris Eberhardt. Done the Ilfrith I highly recommend it. Nice and chunky Calabar and was amazing. Yes, I've done both of the Thorn and which one was it that was the Gorilla Chicken? Years since the MG Soccer 2 has been reprinted. Has it been that long? I didn't think it was that long. Maybe a year. Let me some Delons. I got all 3 HG. Gonna do some custom work on it. I got all the water slides, the MG Hazel custom, and got all the paint color corrections done as well. Put the extra booster shield on it. What are you building? Right now I'm working on the HG Hindry from Mercury. I'm just panel lining it. I built it some months back. Kind of like last year, one of my goals for this year is to reduce the number of work in progress builds I have. So panel lining and top coating a lot of these kits I snap built previously. I set a more concrete goal this year though. Forget the number, but of a specific number I'm trying to knock down. So try to squeeze in some of these intermediate finish up kind of deals over the course of the year. The guys in the shop, Mecha Warehouse is my main go-to for Gunpla. Keep the great work. If you're getting G quacks in it all, yes, we will. We have some on order. I'm not sure when exactly they show up, but of course we'll have the new release. I follow the Delanza, such great designs. Favorite Witch Mercury kit is definitely the first Ilfrith. That was a nice kit. It's called the G Flux. Built the HG Barbatorus. I have not. Top would usually go for matte semi-gloss. I am hardcore a matte finish person myself. I think everything looks better in matte. Alright, I'm going to, let's set up this first draw of the night. Mixing gloss and then semi-gloss, pencil. I build a lot of girl kits. Love me some chunky mechs. Don't know what it's about those kind of designs. You matte coated your car. Not specifically, but there's enough scratches on it to potentially perhaps dull it down to a matte coat. I don't know. Trying to catch G Cook's theatrical release February 28th. I wasn't planning on it. But it was going to be stateside, I suppose. Maybe that might be interesting. Especially a combat item. No one wants a shiny tank. Never cared to get new kits early, but the G-Cooks looks too fun to wait on. I think the Gundam series is going to be great. Can't wait to get some grant kits from it, especially with glossy metallic details. It creates an awesome contrast. Fully glossy most of the time. Looks like you can't touch it, leaving fingerprint marks. It is possible IMAX release, hoping so. That'd be interesting. Probably have it in some obscure theater 44 minutes away from us. There you go. It'd be really cool if it was going to be at like a, you know, isn't there a theater in Hooksett? Now that we're in Hooksett, like if there was one there that we could do like a group thing or something. I might have to look that up. I'll put that on my to-do list. 28th is on a Friday. That'd be interesting. It's an AMC event. Check it out. Okay, I'll keep that in mind when I look that up. All right, so we're giving away an MG Kyrios tonight. Thank you for the sub. I agree. 757. So she's also showing Char's counterattack in March. Oh, cool. That might be cool as well. Into was Sun Magic and Hookset in 2019, but Seed Freedom was only in Salem, New Hampshire, and Summer, Mass. Okay, well, we'll have to look it up. We'll see to figure something out for at least the local people. Anyway, giving away an MG Kyrios tonight. So, what are we going to do? Let's do a question related to Wish for Mercury for this first question. So for this first draw of the night, we're going to do a number between 10 and 1,000. And what is your favorite Wish for Mercury kit or design? If maybe you haven't built the kit of it, or if no kit exists. Favorite Wish for Mercury kit or design, and a number from 10 to 1,000. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comments for the valid entry. 10 to 1,000, and what is your favorite Wish for Mercury kit or mobile suit design? I'll refill my cup here. Hope my daughter sleeps better tonight. She's a little bit sick too and was up a lot last night. I think kid's worn out between the move and that. All the admin work she did getting us going and keeping us organized during the move. I think she hit her limit sometime in the last week or two. Okay. Kids woke up at 5 a.m. this morning. Yeah, no thank you. I don't know how people do that on the regular. Part of it's probably they go to bed before 12 or 1. Probably a prerequisite to getting up at 5. It's the one thing I'm not looking forward to for ODO this year is my flight is a morning flight. So in order to get into Boston for the airport to catch my flight, I need to get myself up super early. 2 a.m. is my start time. How? Oh. I've been getting up at 7. Kate the Mecha Warehouse go. Yes, she is. Definitely couldn't do it without her. I probably would have given up or had a complete breakdown if it wasn't for helping out. I wish I went to midnight most nights and up at 5. The life of a single dad. That doesn't help either. But I've been getting up at like 7, which is on the earlier side for me, trying to make that my regular morning time. But I end up, heading to bed at midnight or later pretty frequently. So, I mean, it could be worse. Sounds like a few of you do it worse or have it worse. I don't think I'm getting good sleep half the time with my daughter, though, too. I feel like if I could sleep uninterrupted, it wouldn't be as bad. So I'm already at job site starting. But what time do you go to bed, Jason? That's the real question. It's the combination of when you go to bed. And when I say I go to, start heading that way at midnight, that's like go and then take a shower or something and then go to bed. So it's not like I'm crawling into bed at midnight. Sometimes it's later than that. maybe 8 to 9 p.m. So yeah, getting into 7 if you go to bed at 8 or 9, that's not too bad. In my estimation, that's a pretty good amount of sleep, I think, or at least opportunity for sleep. Day and offside to leave at 4:30, usually bed 10:30. That's pretty rough. That's probably about the same spread as I got. When I started early, I stayed up till 11, 12. I feel like if I didn't have to worry about my daughter waking up and more accurately waking me up, or at least disturbing my sleep, even when Kate's on point, making sure she doesn't like fully wake me up, it still adds up. I'm on call for work right now, but work 8 hours and the chance to go right back out till whenever. Just jumped in. Hey Nick, the Hydra is such a fun kit. I built all 3 variants and they were all awesome. It's a BVK LT Racer 4 Gapster. I use it when I panel line to remove the excess. I can run it over the edge of the line, and anything that got on the flat surface of the plastic that wasn't in the groove comes off. Works well for these markers on bare plastic type panel lining. Not great when you paint it. A lot of the risk of damaging the paint job, but for on the bare plastic, it's kind of perfect. What was the question? Favorite witch for Mercury kit or mobile suit design? Tracing erase for my next kit. Yeah, definitely recommend the white ones, like just a regular white pencil eraser. Works really well. Okay, I'm gonna call time here in a moment. I think this one is, we're going to call it done. So we'll set that one aside. I think the other one was going to be let's see. Did on-call for decades, would have a week on anytime, day or night. I could have to head out, plus a full 8-hour shift. Used to suck so much getting the call the second you were out. In my 20s, I stayed till 3 and 4. I'd still be up and going around 8. Your racer used for removal. Used for line removal has been super messy. Racer shredding's everywhere. That can definitely be a problem. Okay, I think it's the I'm on to next. Updating my little project list here. Used to be able to sleep at 3 or 4, might go at 7. Nowadays I can't wake up properly after 8 hours of sleep. Feels bad, man. Yeah, that age thing kind of catches up with you. I'm all tongue-tied tonight. Caffeine only doing so good at keeping me functional. Okay, so time is called. I'm going 10 to 1000 here. 7:32. I don't see a 732. I'll let you guys confirm if that's the case. We will draw again in a little bit. Would you like Star Wars? Of course. Is there anyone out there that doesn't like Star Wars? At least a little bit. No winners. Cool. Well, we'll draw again in a little bit. Low-key hate new Star Wars. I feel like every generation likes its own Star Wars better, right? Like the people that grew up on the original trilogy hated the prequels. Prequels were in theaters when I was growing up, so I kind of like the prequels. I even don't hate Phantom Menace as much as most people do. But I feel like those are both better than the new trilogy. But I could see someone who's growing up now maybe likes those better. I don't know. Maybe they hate them all too. I'm going to get the Kyrios because in each of season 1 double MGs, what is something special about the Mexi is the research. Diamonds is clear. Virtue went to a shop far away for a ES70 Gunpla. Wife despises Star Wars but loves Spaceballs. Spaceballs is good too. Just say you don't like anything Disney has made. All right. I love how tiny this thing's hand is compared to its forearm. I don't think the hand is particularly small, but it looks tiny. That's kind of funny. Hey Digital Baco, what's up? It's so chunky. It's a nice design. If only the other, the Thorn or whatever, if only that one could have semi-proper proportions. Your favorite from which? From Mercury? I don't know, there's so many good designs. Maybe the Sequel's children maybe give up entirely. Maybe the hands are small, the arms are just huge. I think that's true, but it looks the opposite. Darth Maul's the only person to kill Liam Neeson on screen. Is that true? Pretty funny if it is. Mercury kits are so monochromatic though, kind of boring on the shelf. I think it depends on the kit. They aren't all monochromatic. I just picked up the lens. It looks pretty cool. Looks like the new gun on TCG version Exodia would be. Remember being in high school, going to see Phantom Menace. Yeah, I think that was around when I saw it too. Rebuilds. Flight pack looks so cool. Thanks for the sub, Colin McChesney. Draw. I haven't played 3 or 4 units and keep them alive longer. Play big guy. How do you choose kits to give away? Semi-randomly. Depends on the week. Sometimes I'm just looking at what we got in stock. Maybe we got a bunch of them. Sometimes it's looking at maybe what came in on the shipment that week. So it really depends. There's always Darkhorn coming from y'all. Gonna look insane on my shelf. Nice. So in the giveaway, I've got MG Kyrios. We are per pack transient for the noobs. I'm excited for it. I'm working on Kamaris right now. Done it for GDWC USA voting. What if it online votes to rip people, store owners such as yourself? I don't know that store owners should get a vote over whoever. I think they should just find some of the talented judges that we have all over the country for various IPMS and other similar type contests and get their input for judging. Bandai wanted some ideas, they could definitely reach out, and I'd be happy to connect them to people that would do a fantastic job. Make opinion on new metal. I mean, I kind of grew up on it, so it's good stuff. Wouldn't say it's my favorite genre now, but it has a special place in my heart. The Hobbytown owners are the ones who vote the store level for their part of GBWC. They do it with non-Hobbytown stores. And that's probably some of the criticism about GBWC in the US, as a lot of the judging in the past has been done by people that probably technically aren't qualified. What did I just drop? These gun barrels don't want to stay on the bench. Did I just drop? I'll go with things Gunpla builders say 30 times a night. Gunpla Jeopardy question right there. What do Gunpla builders say 30 times a night, Alex? All right. The key is to get a mega-sized model and then use the boxes taped together as an under-desk tray. Use the boxes as a tray. Alex Trebek, rest in peace. Just put the boxes on my lap when I work. Helps me save parts from disappearing in a Gunpla void. Okay, 100 diorama style basis, some of the 144, like the Busted City stuff. There might be some produced by some third-party manufacturers. I'm not sure that Bandai does. I want a kit, the Mecha Warehouse Mecha logo. So do I. So do I. I don't think we could make enough of them to make it feasible. At least not yet. Someday, maybe. Like USAG. Yeah, but for what it's worth, they had a kit of their logo and they were practically giving them away at the end there. I think they still are giving them away practically. I don't think they hit the volume numbers they had hoped for. Someone 3D have a bust the Mecha Warehouse mech. I've talked to people about resin at some point. Like I could see doing a resin thing. Design a kit and sell 3D STL files. I don't think I would ever do that. I feel like the digital thing, at least how it works right now, is way too easy to abuse. I could see doing prints though. You know, either find someone with a 3D like resin printer farm or something that could print them, or set up our own. Let's see. You're just joining. What is it built tonight? The Link Hawkins. Right now I'm working on, was it Ilfrith doing panel lining. Snap built this some streams back. I'm trying to wrap up a few projects. Definitely want to outsource that. Resin printing is pretty time intensive, mostly in cleanup. Yeah, probably. I don't know at what volume it makes sense to do what. We don't really have space in the warehouse to do it anyway. Favorite Transformer? I mean, probably just Optimus. Your best-selling kit of all time. In terms of raw numbers, probably the HG Aerial. I don't think they've sold more of any other kit than that. With such a huge initial batch, and I just kept going. It was kind of insane. Someone could make the File 3D model car part printer would probably be a good match. Like Iceman Collections or MCV Productions. Oh, is those companies that make like parts for model cars or something. There's a whole bunch of companies out there that do contract printing. I just wonder if there's any savings at scale there or not. Nice custom is interesting. Through your print cell model, they sell license to their designs. The businesses then print the models to sell. I feel like the selling models thing is like the licensing model is like potentially one of the positive applications for something like the NFT technology. The ability to link a license that somehow enforces a royalty every time you print. That would allow you to do just that, sell it to, say, a business to sell, and you know, if you got a per print royalty, that'd be great. What's up, Ed? The Gimpy Ninja. Built the MG Arc 78 3.0 and love it. It was a nice kit. Let's see, from where you rest and shift your left hand. Oh, over here. Yeah. It's also probably my elbow, because when I'm using the computer, this is where my elbow sits. Okay. There were a bunch of new kits announced recently, weren't there? A bunch of Bandai announcements. I could be completely wrong. So, okay, those are all things from before, though. Okay, I thought maybe there were announcements this week, but I could be wrong. I was gonna go to announcements recently for paneling with the marker or the wash. So I use the marker on kits that I haven't painted because I feel like it's a little bit less work. But I kind of like the effect of doing like an actual pin wash. Packs receipts of GOG, pre-live for 2025, guess because they're gearing for the Z. Only kits later in the year. Could be. There's probably a bunch of those coming, I'd imagine. Alright, so second draw of the night. Let's do a number from 10 to 500. Let's go with an old classic. What is your favorite anime? 10 to 500, favorite anime. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for a valid entry. Again, 10 to 500. And what's your favorite anime? Surprised that I haven't seen Gundam yet in this list. Oh, there's a few. Okay. I think I'm starting to get sleepy. I feel like I'm alert but tired. It's weird. Too much caffeine today, probably. I'm still trying to catch up after all the moving this week and last week and the week before that. This video episode Epic War Drama Gundam. Should ask what's the best anime currently on Amazon. I was flipping through Amazon Prime looking for something to watch the other day, and they have a whole bunch of anime on there. I didn't recognize anything I saw, but that's at least partially on me because I'm not a big anime nerd or anything, but there's quite a bit on there. Can you only go once? Yes, one number per person. It's Obey Kicks. It's Taco Bell hasn't been brought up yet. Anyone else try those grilled dipper burritos? No, I haven't. I had a horrible Taco Bell experience about a week and a half ago. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago, something like that. One of the move days. Didn't get a chance to eat lunch. Because we were just going the whole day. And so I decided to stop at Taco Bell to grab something. I think it'd be a quick stop because it was like late afternoon, but before the dinner rush. And let me tell you, that was a mistake. It took forever. Prime Legend of Vox Machina, not Family Night I watched though. Yeah, is that considered anime though? I mean, I'm 100% up with that. Vox Machina is very good show. But I agree, not family friendly. More so than The Boys. Go to Taco Bell, KFC near Shazia and Londonderry. They're, I don't know, they can't get their shit together. Sometimes they're okay, and then most of the time they have issues. Take your card before giving you your food. Yes. Typical Taco Bell. I feel like most other ones I've been to aren't that bad. I feel like that's like the only one that's pretty consistently horrible in terms of timing. Then again, I feel like almost all the fast food in that area are hit or miss. Okay, so Taco Bell hooks it across from Shaw's. They're awful. Oh, really? I haven't had any issues there, but I've only been there like once or twice as of late. Not so fast food, right? Like there's a couple of McDonald's, for example, that it's like they must be owned by the same people, and they move the top performers back and forth between them as one starts failing. Because it always seems like one is better than the other, and it 100% shifts. It's not like they both get good for a while and then one gets bad, or they both get bad for a while then one gets good. They just both, like, they switch back and forth. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. What's up, Al Tyson Noct? How are you? Alright, I think I called time, actually. See, Taco Bell and Pizza Hut are owned by the same parent company, if I remember correctly. Like, cursive high turnover. That doesn't help either. Were we talking about this? Maybe we already talked about this a couple weeks ago. Yeah, Zaku Bell and all that good stuff. Maybe that was that same subject. Maybe having the display markers restocked again. We will. I think they're on their way. We have a display order, which I have to imagine has at least some of the markers on it. That was last stream. Yeah, probably. Did the anger still fresh though? It burns, you know. $361. Yeah, 361. I don't know if I did that on the thing. I got distracted by the text. 361. I don't see a 361 though, so Looks like we will draw again in a bit. Thank you, Jai Galapati. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Thank you for the sub. All right, back to the building. New numbers are keep the same. Paul, we ask for new numbers each time. A new number range. The range gradually shrinks as we go. So depending on what number you picked, you might be able to use the same one again, or you could pick a different one. This number, what was it? 361, I think I said. My worst fast food experience was with Zaxby's. I ordered a line for in-store pickup, but the lobby's closed an hour early. When I had arrived, I had to sit in line for an hour to get my cold food. Oh, that's a bummer. Man, couldn't win, but I gotta go to bed early. Shift tomorrow. Good, everyone. Good night, everyone. See you later, Richard. Do you use black to panel line? No, I use, I got gray and brown as well. I'm using black for everything on this. Often on white, I'll use gray, but for whatever reason, the inspirations called me to use black on the white for this one. I'll usually use brown on like reds and yellows. Speaking of relatively fast food, I had an issue today with our local pizza joint. Sat on hold for like 10 minutes to place our order. Asked them based on the hold time, like, hey, are we gonna get our food like tonight if we order it? And they're like, oh yeah, of course. 25-minute wait. And I definitely waited 25 minutes to drive over to pick up, and then waited another 25 minutes at the pizza joint. So that wasn't fun. They're usually pretty good, but somebody dropped the ball tonight. A couple close calls where I wanted to go to fast food joints, but decided not to. And a few days later, I learned they were closed on those days due to E. coli salmonella outbreak. Yeah, it sounds like you dodged a bullet. Fast feud. I'll see myself out. In Washington here has a serious problem with E. coli. It's scary. It was with fast food, but when something goes wrong, it almost always goes wrong in a big way. Almost no middle ground. That's a keen observation. Favorite dessert? I like tiramisu. My wife's big on tiramisu. But what is my favorite dessert? I don't know if I have an all-time favorite dessert. I like apple pie. I guess, well, no, I guess my wife used to make this chocolate peanut butter pie. That probably, if I get the exact way she used to make it, which I don't know if she's made it that way in a long time, that would be probably my favorite. Big fan of ice cream, like chocolate chip cookie sandwiches too, like homemade chocolate chip cookies and the ice cream in between them. Those are pretty good too. Really, Jersey Mike's are about the only fast food I get anymore. The older I get, the less my stomach can handle it. Chipotle's good and like barely fast food in my opinion. Like at least it's food, you know, and not some of the other fast food stuff is like, is it really food or is it just a food-like substance? Jersey Mike's are really good. That one is the only place to really go. Just maybe homemade peanut butter cookies, nice. So what I really need to do is get the warehouse stuff under control so Kate can bake more again. She used to do a lot more baking. We've been so busy the last year or so. You interest in a new card game? Not really. This feels like a thing to spend money on, and I don't know that I would get a whole lot of value out of it, you know. I don't want to collect the cards. Don't have time or people to play with if I was going to get it to play the game. Your kids like to play games? Yeah, they like to play games. One of my sons is kind of getting into Pokemon cards, but we play some like board games as a family. Definitely play some Switch together. Need to get back to doing that too. We haven't been able to do all that much of that lately either with the move. Hoping to reclaim my weekends. Help a couple sales when they made the build, the fight, dive series. This is a card game, anime stuff like a card, fight, Vanguard. Okay, so let's update my list over here. Okay. So asked Nick, who is the best in-house at Mario Party? We don't have Mario Party, so I don't know. You let me trust it, Jim. Our go-tos when we're playing like Switch together, you know, Mario Kart obviously. Played Smash Brothers and Mario Tennis as of Christmas because the boys got those games. We like to play Overcooked. It's a fun cooperative game. I'm just gonna cut the strap on this one. I don't know what's going on. It's a little tight. Overcooked can be fun though with younger kids, especially trying to motivate and communicate with them. I feel like a good exercise, but also really frustrating at the same time. So I'm gonna start on the aerial rebuild now. I think with number 19, getting close to the end of the witch kits, right? There's not a whole lot left to do. Evening, everyone. It's been a while since I've had a chance to catch one of these. What's up, Thomas? Welcome back. Okay, A, E, and C. Five-minute Dungeon is a fun cooperative game to play with kids. What kind of game is that? A and E. Oh yeah, I've got runner holders. My whole space over here needs cleaning up. One of the only games I ever played with family were Super Mario Bros., MK, Trilogy, Diablo 2, Crash Team Racing, and a bunch. You're on Rebuilds Cool. I finished mine last year. Family loved Munchkin when I was younger. Good a few kids. Fruitful games. It's a card game where you have to defeat monsters to get to the next level. It's pretty fast paced. That's cool. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So with the move and stuff, I've got some extra computers at the warehouse that I need to pack up and get out of there. That I'm bringing home. I'm probably going to bring home one or two of the work table desk things that we have too. So I'm hoping to be able to set up a little mini computer lab at home. So cooperative or even competitive computer games with the family should become a thing at some point. It should be kind of cool. Fortnite. I didn't play a whole lot of Unreal Tournament. Actually, I'll smite the youngest StarCraft over and over again, right? Like me versus everybody else. I think it'll take a while to get anybody else in the house competitive. When we were doing StarCraft, I was playing StarCraft with my son, and we were doing, cooperative against, as many computers as we could handle. Which then led to me playing by myself, trying to go on like big game hunters against as many computers as I could. But anyway, my RTS, FPS of choice back in the early 2000s, I think, would have been Star Siege Tribes. I relatively recently stumbled on a video essay where some dude was given the whole history of it and all the follow-on games that tried to replace Tribes. But I don't think any of them fully captured the magic. Every time I build a kit, I always work pretty consistently on it, but when I finish it, I start and forget about it. We're starting again in 2 months. I had a work in progress for over a year and a half at one point. I've got some that are way older than that. Age of Empires 2. Didn't play a ton of Age of Empires either. A lot of real-time strategy games. Went through various phases and other stuff. A lot of MUDs. Well, one MUD. What else did I play? Blizzard stuff. Diablo 2. Say I'll chat room RPG sometimes. A2, E4. Put a hole in a water bottle. Is it a straw? There we go. Now we got deep questions. I bounced some kits a lot. I'll do MG and 2 HGs before I finish the MG. C116. I don't tend to bounce between kits in snap build. Usually only one, maybe two if I'm delaying one for a special reason. Like when I did a charity stream or something. But I've got plenty that are snap builds but need panel lining or panel lined and need a top coat or whatever, need decals, stuff like that. Speaking of the charity stream, don't forget, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but the date is set. It'll be March 1st. So we'll be working on the last week. Well, maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I guess I only announced it this week, earlier this week, last week. I don't even know. Time is not real. Only recently announced it, so it probably wasn't decided last time we had a stream. But we're doing it March 1st. I'll be building the HG Dendrobium. And as we have for the last few years, we'll be raising money for Shriners Hospitals for Children. It's an illusion. That's the word I was looking for. Time's an illusion. So, it'll be a good time. We got a ton of stuff to give away. Someone on the Discord sent us a great big pile of full mechanics kits for giveaway prizes. So it's probably a solid like 8 prizes already. A couple of people are sending stuff our way as well, and I haven't gone into my own pool for prizes for the charity streams. So the hobbyist, I'm using HGs for practice unless I fall in love with it while building. So it'll be a good time. You definitely want to mark your calendar. I'll be doing that all day Saturday, March 1st. And it's such a good cause too. buy HG Goof Crimson Custom, but I don't like have too much of a backlog. I mean, as long as your backlog's like only double digits, it's probably not too much of a backlog. Backlog shaming now. Just no such thing as too much of a backlog. I'm just getting at that people that think they have too much of a backlog often have single-digit backlogs. Build the queue is not bad. It's great for when money gets tight. It's not the size of the backlog matters, but how you use it. That's what she said. All right. B1 and A9. Oh yeah, I was gonna do triple digits would just be impressive. I bet you there's at least 5 or 10 people in here with triple digit backlogs. Thank you, Michael Scott. A ton of kits in my backlog, just a few that are time consuming. Tease test model for the RFE Goof, Jim and Zach Tankett made. Okay, I got a good question. Okay, so third draw of the night, trying to get away this MG Kyrios. Number range is from 10 to 250, and the question is, do you think you'll ever build all the kits on your backlog? 10 to 250, do you think you'll build all the kits in your backlog? Remember, one, number per person, do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment to be valid entry. 10 to 250, and do you think you will build all the kits in your backlog? I'm leaning towards the no camp. I just think back to these times I went down to Richmond for ODO, Old Dominion Open, big IPMS show, and there were all these old guys, traditional model builders, with tables trying to sell off their backlog because they were like 80 something and they realized they weren't going to finish all the kits they had, and they didn't want to leave their backlog as, or at least not their full backlog, as a problem for their kids or grandkids, I think. And I feel like I'm kind of in that boat unless I get a good window in a few years to like semi-retire and just build my backlog or something. I don't know. Funny enough, I actually sometimes forget what I had in my backlog a few weeks ago. I found an MG full armor Thunderbolt back there. It's kind of a sad story. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty common in any of the model building hobbies, especially where things are not all available all the time. You see something you want to build someday, and the best way to make sure you have it to be able to build it someday is to buy it. But then you know, misgauge your time, or you're busy with other aspects of life, and then before you know it, you are not going to get there. We'll have this chapter held in the state self. One of the members that passed helped the family out. It's FOMO talking. Yeah, I mean, it's very true. Flip the clues to fill in the prophecy of putting the backlog to your children. There you go. The key is to have it hidden in a room that you need to pull a book out of the bookcase to access or something, you know. Then I got lucky for Christmas. My father-in-law got me HG Nobel. Just like 2 days later it was out. But at least 1 or 2 a week if I stop buying them, I'll definitely get through them within 2 years. Part of my problem is that there's so many kits I want to paint in my backlog. And I at best right now paint 1 or 2 a year, it seems like. Maybe 3 if I'm lucky. So that's my limiting factor. If I was just snap building everything, I'd get through it no problem. Alright, there's stickers on here or something. Where did those go? Here we go. Maybe you want to do the extra stuff that slows way down. Forgot whatever happened to your submachines diorama. 2 of them are painted and decaled. 1 of them is partially painted, and 1's waiting to be painted of the 4 submachines, and then the base is partially done. So, like last year, it's one of my goals to finish this year. So, we'll see. We'll see if that happens. Hoping later this year things get more normal. I feel like last year was so weird with layoffs and changes to how we were doing things and taking on more of the stuff myself with the business. I'm hoping this year we get everything kind of figured out. And that will result in some more hobby time. I also think with the warehouse being slightly closer and not having an office there might mean that I get over there, say, every week for a short period of time instead of every other week for a longer time, like the whole day. Which means that those off Fridays I have from the day job might be able to become time to do just about anything else. Maybe a little bit of building from time to time. All right, let's call time. Problem is currently I'm trying to abstain from buying kits, but I need decals, and shipping next buying decals. That kit's very annoying. Okay, 10 to 250 was the range. 241. No winners. All right, we'll draw again in a little bit for the end of the stream. All right, C1 17. I mean, I think it'd be interesting if you want like a side story one. Like, it'd be interesting to do like a Gundam Wing run kind of side story, or like a Maganak Core side story that follows the core more specifically and intertwines with the main anime. I'm trying to not stop mentally deranged children to walk nuclear bomb MS. Possible challenge. That's true. There'd be no child soldiers in that. That would be a problem. I think they're mostly war crimes. Have you watched Gundam? Kidding aside, Bandai Gas up Zaku's way too much, and I'm saying this is Xeon Synth. They really should do Galgoog vs Gundam instead. Get rid of these bags. All right, C18 and A1. C118, to be more specific. A1. alternate timeline. The Zuda could have been Zeon's main grunt suit instead of the Zaku. Does the Zuda look basically like a Zaku? Like, keep the engines from exploding? I didn't think there was that much in the way of difference between the two. But I can't say I've studied them, so maybe I'm missing something, you know? The Zuda's pretty different. Really? I gotta look at the Zuda. I mean, I guess it's different, but I feel like most of the Xeon mobile suits look the same. They're not actually the same, but... There's an alternate timeline where we got more UC real robot side stories. Hey Miguel, what's going on? So we got a decal here, and then a piece goes over it. All right. We're building aerial rebuilds tonight. Okay. All right, let's do a number for this final draw for this MG Kyrios. Last try here. We're going to do a number from 10 to 90. And what's your favorite Xeon mobile suit? 10 to 90, what is your favorite Xeon mobile suit? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. You'll ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number has to be the same comment for the valid entry. 10 to 90, what is your favorite Xeon mobile suit? I'll throw something in the ring for this one. I feel like the, I don't know if it's my favorite, but the boo-boo looks pretty cool. All right, A20. Which is Zagok got more love. The Zagok E looks pretty cool. Runner up pick. Donisaku. Let's see. Just got form. Got him seed for him to come out. Build infant justice type 2 already. We'll have to get a second one. Soccer 2F2. Pretty cool variant. You think about or ever get any Kyoto art plug kits? No. What are those? Haven't even heard of it. Kind of wing is not a Xeon mobile suit. Very true. Or is it? No, it probably isn't. All right, we got a head. Where's a guy that owns like 20 HG's Hux? Wonder what he'd say. Alright, so looks like next week we'll be starting in on the body for this one. I'm going to call time here in a moment, and then we'll see if we have a winner. Sock and ball torture. Banna's Gok from like 2 months ago, so cool. Which one was that? All right, time is called. And looks like our number is 51. I don't see a 51. I'll let you guys confirm if it's the case. I'm going to draw again against the same numbers here. No winners. All right, take 2. 34. John Ventura. Congratulations, John. Looks like you are our winner. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll send you out that kit this week. I'm here. Good. Not another one of those streams where a winner wandered off. So that's great. So thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Hope you had a good time. It's good to be back. We should be back, barring some weird circumstance, next week. Same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be giving away something else that's good. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, everything's back on the website. Good restock yesterday. So if you haven't been on the site recently, it's worth taking a peek to see if there's anything you need. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and I will see you.